The harder you chase something, the faster it goes away from you. But the second that you stop chasing, all of a sudden the universe brings it right in front of you. So we're going to break down everything fully and let's get straight into it. So the first thing is why you can't let go. Let's break this down. So first of all, you've made the goal too important. You've identified the goal and you want it so desperately that it's all of a sudden a life or death situation. And it's been like this for so long. And the result has just put you in such a hypnotized state where you want it deeply and your life depends on it. When you do that, the universe holds you back because you are putting too much force, and nothing works like that in the world, where you put so much force and working the whole day, every day for something to happen, and then it doesn't happen, like because you put in so much force. So you've made the goal too important, and that's why the opposite's happening. You're getting more further away, there's more friction. And so high importance equals high resistance. So the more important the goal is to you, the more resistance and obstacles are going to come into your way because you have overinflated this goal and result that you want. And so reality has put in many more obstacles in your way and made the process a lot more difficult for you to experience and go through to achieve your goal. The universe doesn't respond to need. The universe responds to somebody who has thoughts and emotions which are in alignment along with the action that they are taking, and they're in a calm state daily, the person. And when you're always in a needy state, you need something desperately, you're always needing, wanting the goal. That's the reason why you're burned out right now. That's the reason why you're experiencing so much obstacles and things coming in your way, and you're not able to stay present or anything. You're always thinking about the past or the future, and reality is doing this because you're telling reality that you need the goal desperately, and so as a result you're facing all these things right now, and you're in a state of lacking, and you don't believe that the goal is yours. You don't believe it's truly yours. So you haven't actually entertained the idea of certainty. Like up until this point right now, still you are operating from a state where you're not sure if this is possible for you, and you're not sure and you're not confident in yourself that it's yours. And when you're always like this, you're telling the universe that you don't deserve it and you're not ready for it. And a combination of all these keeps you in the state of being in an obsessed state because you're in such a state of lacking, and you know yourself that you don't have what it takes to achieve it. So that's why you're always there. Point number 2, detachment is trusting. So essentially, it's not about not caring. This is a mistake that people make. They think, oh, when they hear detachment, they say, oh, like, how can that happen? How can I detach from something that I want? Basically, it's not about not caring. Obviously, you care. Every human cares about what they want to do. But it's about not needing it. It's about controlling your emotions that you put in the result. It's about trusting in yourself and the universe that the goal is already yours. It's already been achieved in a version in reality, and the universe is going to present it to you in physical reality soon. That's what it is. You just release control of how and when. So detachment means that you release control of how the thing is going to happen, how you're going to achieve the result, and when it's going to happen. Like, you're not concerned about how, and you're not concerned about if it's a month or a year or 2 years from now. You know that the goal has been achieved in a version in reality, and you're just taking each day as it comes with calm certainty, trying your best, and that's it. That's how you stay detached while pursuing the goal and achieving it. The moment you release the grip, the path opens. Not just one path, a few paths open, new opportunities open, because as soon as you release control of stuff, new things come into your life, new opportunities, you meet new people, and the universe you're basically giving out the frequency to the universe that, look, you don't actually need anything. So the universe will say like, oh, you deserve this, so you're going to have more opportunities, you're going to have these things coming your way, and then eventually one of the paths is going to be better than what you're doing right now to achieve the result. So it's so important to release grip. Like, as humans, we want something, we have desires, we want something. Like, everybody online sees all these guys making money or living amazing lives. We want that, but you cannot have the need to control everything to the absolute detail. Like, you can't, like you try your best, but you can't always control every single thing. Control what's in front of you, then leave the rest to new opportunities and just being open and watch how new things will come in your life. And yeah, so essentially, place the order, trust the kitchen, and you don't follow the staff. So this is like an analogy. So when you go to order food in a restaurant, you just simply order the food, you choose what you want from the menu, you choose it, and that's it. You trust that the kitchen staff and the restaurant will do their job and deliver the plate of food to you. That is exactly how you're supposed to pursue whatever you're pursuing, no matter how big or small it is. This is a very useful analogy because with this, when you're thinking about your goals like this, where you place the order, you know what it is, you try your best, you put faith in the universe that it's going to give it you, and you already visualize you having achieved it, you're going to achieve it in due course no matter what. It's going to be presented to you in physical reality. That is guaranteed. Like, you're not concerned about how or when, but you know it's happened. And then that essentially closes the gap more faster than you had thought. So point number three, lower the stakes. So just ask yourself this question honestly. Do not bullshit yourself. You have to be proper honest and ruthless. Ask yourself, why does it feel life or death? Why does this goal feel life or death? And you might come to a few conclusions, such as asking yourself, is this actually your goal? Are you trying to impress people with the result? Do you have some kind of a connection with this result that you're trying to achieve or this goal? And then you have to honestly tell yourself the answers, because then you're going to eventually find out how this all of a sudden became such an important thing for you to accomplish and why it ended up being life or death. Extreme importance creates invisible resistance. So when you are pursuing a goal, you put in so much importance into it, then you realize that, look, you're getting so much tension each day. You're getting so many obstacles come your way. So things are coming into your life where they're making it a lot more difficult for you to achieve the goal. Like, you don't feel calm, you feel anxious, you feel tense, a lot of pressure, and then all of that creates invisible resistance. So some resistance will be present to you and shown to you in physical form, but you're always going to have some random thoughts. Your mind is always going to play logical questions to you. And this is all because you created so much importance into the goal and achieving it and the results, that the universe has given you so much resistance in various forms, and also invisible resistance that has made you confused and ask yourself, like, how is all this happening? And it's because of what you've been doing. So imagine you're just going to buy a newspaper from the store. So again, another analogy. So whenever logical questions come into your mind about achieving a goal and things start happening where your mind plays tricks, just say to yourself, at the end of the day, I'm just pursuing this goal as I would when I will go to the store to purchase a newspaper. It's not life or death. It's a goal. I have a heart and mind connection, and it's happened for me. That's it. Always just play this analogy in your head. You're just going to the shop to buy a newspaper. Nothing changes in the world until you reduce your intensity. So you're guaranteed to keep facing more obstacles, more confusion, more invisible resistance, more things coming in your way on the pursuit of your goal. Obviously, you're naturally already going to have some sort of challenges. That's natural. I'm not saying that you're going to live a life where you don't have resistance, but when you put in so much intensity, it eventually leads to burnout. It eventually leads to something happening where the opposite happens, and you feel tension and so many logical questions come into your way. Because if you're pursuing a path that is yours and deep down the goal means something to you and you have a connection with it, you never really get those logical questions coming into your mind a lot daily. Like you hear about all those high performers and celebrities talk about how they felt like a deep sense of calm and an intuitive feel towards the thing that they were pursuing, and how things felt natural. And it felt natural because the intensity was reduced and things were more in balance. So the last one, detach daily. So this is the most practical part here of how you're going to package all this together for yourself and make it more practical for you no matter what you're trying to accomplish. So visualize the end result deeply and then let go. So set aside some time each day and visualize you having achieved the goal. Visualize the feeling, where you are, what it sounds like, who you're with, what emotions you're with having once a goal has been accomplished. And another thing is to look at one specific thing that you have achieved that is an important part of the goal. So for example, that could be you delivering services to 1,000 customers. Just play that in your mind. Imagine how it would feel how it feels that you have achieved the goal of delivering your business service to 1,000 happy customers. Just have a big smile when you visualize it and thinking about it, and that just trains your nervous system to be ready for that moment when it happens in physical reality. And you're just training your nervous system, and then this energy and frequency, it goes out to the universe, and that's how everything gets in alignment. So do this as much as you can. Start with a few minutes, then however long you can. But the most important thing is to just deeply visualize the feeling and the important part of the goal as much as you can. When the obsessive thoughts come, accept them and return to certainty right here. So we all get obsessive thoughts. We all get these intense thoughts. We all get the desire thoughts where we want something, we want it. It's natural. You can't get rid of it. But the most important thing is to come to accept that you have those thoughts. Come to accept that you have these things, because it's part of being a human. So accept them and then say to yourself, look, I'm a human. I accept the thoughts. They are natural and I'm grateful for them. And then just return to certainty, return to the state where you know the goal has been accomplished, and that's it. It's not life or death. And yeah, that's how you control the importance. That's how you restore balance in the reality, and how the friction gets significantly reduced. And here's a simple one: value small wins. Every small win and progress you make each day, value it, no matter how small it is. It leads directly to the bigger picture. And last but not least, act from the version of you who has already achieved the goal. This is so important. Like, do not put this off until 6 months or a year from now. You deserve this. Like, act from the state and identity of the person who has achieved that business, who is a successful entrepreneur, a person who is a very high performer, who lives abundantly and goes anywhere in the world. Just act from that identity. What does that person do, and so on. Just feel that deep down. So I also offer one-to-one coaching as well. So basically, I help online entrepreneurs break through to consistent 6 to 7 figures with their business by calibrating their internal frequency patterns, which is silently capping their business. So if you're an entrepreneur, you're trying to grow to 6 to 7 figures, your frequency patterns are not in line with your goals. And that's why you are facing a lot of tension and not able to get to that next level. So if you're interested, DM me. My social media is below. I also have an email as well, everything in the description box. Send me a message, one-to-one personalized coaching, and thanks for watching.